Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right. Well, we did find out yesterday that Star Wars Visions Volume 2 now has a release date. It is coming for May the 4th.
Had to be something on May the 4th, right?
There is every year.
Pretty close
Last
to it.
year was kind of disappointing. I know I saw a comment in one of our other videos how why didn't they just delay Jedi Fallen Survivor another couple weeks and just release it on May the 4th?
Yes, why didn't they delay
Why didn't
Jedi
they?
Survivor?
Even
Apparently, this
longer.
may have been a reason why. Maybe Lucasfilm said, we got something else brewing that day that we don't want you
Oh,
stealing our thunder from.
Star Wars fans, we embrace it all.
We can watch two at the same. I mean, they're putting Mando and Bad Batch episodes out in the same time here in a month, so
Yep.
why not, right?
I mean, this is kind of a treat, I guess, in a way. I mean, Celebration will be over, Mando Season 3 will be over, Bad Batch will be over, but Salvation, we have more to watch. Hooray!
For a day, anyway, because they put it all out at once. At least I'm assuming they're doing that again.
Yes. I mean, Volume 1 I think was fantastic. Even the
Yeah.
ones I initially don't think I cared for as much, looking back, I still like them quite a bit. Just because
Yeah.
they weren't my favorites didn't mean they weren't still above par.
No, they were all decent at the very least, with
Mm-hmm.
many of them being really good to excellent.
Yeah, even if I didn't like the story, the art styles were good to watch, or if I didn't like the art, the story was really
Yeah,
interesting.
they were
It
all
was-
worth watching, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, more volume. Yay. We did also get a list of the studios involved and what the titles of their episodes are. So I did my homework, just so everyone else doesn't have to. I looked up every studio and the directors to figure out what other projects they were doing, so maybe what we could expect a little bit.
That's why you're here.
That's funny. The first episode is called Sith,
I wonder what it's about.
coming from Studio El Guiri in Spain. They specialize in pre-production for high-end CG animation. You can guess what we're going to be getting. CG
Cool-looking
animation.
Sith stuff.
Yeah. The writer-director, Rodrigo Balas, he's an Emmy Award-winning writer-director who has 20 years in animation. He worked a lot with Pixar. He worked on Ice Age, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, WALL-E.
Oh, so nothing
he's-
anybody's ever heard of.
Yeah. So you've heard of his work, even if you haven't heard of this Spanish studio. He's also most recently partnered with Guillermo del Toro, and he was working on Troll Hunters with one of the other studios that is on this list.
Ooh.
Clearly,
Collaborating like Sith behind the scenes.
Yeah, clearly this one's going to feature Sith. I know we talked about in the past how Star Wars Visions, every one of them's got to be about
Yep,
Jedi
except for
and
like
Force
the
users.
Tatooine Rhapsody or whatever that one was.
Well, even
Yeah.
that had a Jedi in it.
Yep, it did, didn't it?
But this one, Sith, we can expect dark side straight off the bat. The next one is called Screecher's Reach. It is from Cartoon Saloon in Ireland.
I love the name. I
The
want to visit
Cartoon
the
Saloon?
Cartoon Saloon. They just draw you a
doesn't?
beer. Oh, you want a beer? Here's a picture of one.
Yay. Well, the director, Paul Young, he is the co-founder of Cartoon Saloon, and some of the projects, so you can kind of get a taste of their work, are My Father's Dragon, Wolf Walkers, The Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, Breadwinner, Puffin Rock, Viking School. I know I've got images scrolling for some of these things. Their art style, I think, is very interesting. I think I saw the Breadwinner, but it's definitely more of the 2D animation style, no CGI, and I like that it's so different from regular anime style. It's
Yeah, I think we're going to get a wide... That's what the first season was. It was a wide sampling of different styles.
but it was
and,
still very anime.
Yeah.
This one it's different. It's a cartoon animation style, and it's not CG, which I kind of don't always like CG art.
Ooh.
I prefer, I don't know, I like the hand-drawn look.
Sure. Depends. It depends on what it is, too. Different shows require different...
Screecher's Reach, though, that could
Looks.
mean anything, so
I
imagine some crazy creatures in this one.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what I'm
Some
hoping for.
place where you go and there's weird monsters
Weird
there.
bird monsters. that
Bird
screech.
monsters. Yeah.
Screechers.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got In the Stars from Punk Robot in Chile. The writer-director Gabriel... I'm sorry about name pronunciation today. But the writer-director Gabriel Osorio specializes in 3D animation. He founded Punk Robot Studio, and he has done a lot of work for children's television. In 2016, his short film Bear Story became the first Latin America project to win an Oscar in the animated shorts category. If I recall, that one's kind of like a political allegory. Yes. But
For children.
no, not apparently.
Okay, that
this
one's
is where
not
they,
for children.
They do mostly children's TV
Okay.
projects, but they do branch out now and again. But In the Stars,
So is this like a different version of the classic ballad Across the Stars?
No.
Is it a ballad? Is that what they would
It's
call
also
that?
not the sequel to Lost Stars. So
It should be.
just because
We've
there's
been waiting
stars
a long
in the title
time for that.
doesn't mean anything. In the Stars Wars. All right. Next up, we have "I Am Your Mother" from
I am your father. No.
Ardaman in the United Kingdom. Most people are familiar with this company. They did Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, Arthur Christmas,
okay.
Shaun of the Sheep. They are very well known for their claymation stop motion animation
So
projects.
is it going to be claymation? Or...
I kind of hope so, because that's another just totally different medium to look at. So
I Am Your Mother.
I Am Your Mother.
Yes.
This could be some sort of jokey, because they do a lot of comedic work.
I've seen some of that, yes. I have a feeling this will be a little more... This won't be like the Sith one. Something tells me the Sith one is going to be cool, big, explosive actions and lightsabers. And this will be
this
not
is probably,
that.
like I said, they're known for their comedic works, too.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm expecting maybe a parody of the I Am Your Father type thing.
That is exactly what I'm expecting.
It could be really, really fun and entertaining. Next, we have Journey to the Dark Head from Studio Mir in South Korea. I actually didn't know anything about this studio until I started looking them up, and then I got really excited. Director Hyung Gwen Park has made a name for himself in the industry in Korea since 2017, thanks to his strong drawing and animation skills and sensibilities. He worked on projects such as Dota, Dragon's Blood Book 3, Avatar, The Legend of Korra, Harley Quinn on HBO, Young Justice Phantoms, The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf on Netflix, and the current series that they've got on Netflix, Lookism.
That is quite the resume.
This is a resume, and again, we're back to drawing, for the most part.
For the most part.
So I was excited. I'm like, okay, this art style is one I'm familiar with. It's nice. I mean, a lot of people have at least heard of something on the list if they haven't seen something on this. Excited for Studio Mir. Then we have Spy Dancer from Studio La Cachette in France. Spy Dancer. What could that even be?
I don't know.
I'm a dancing spy?
I mean, spies can dance, right?
Dance spies.
Dance around the truth. some strange... I like the first one was like Sith, and everything else is like, we're not going to give you any idea what this is about, except for maybe I Am Your Mother. We can guess at that one.
And this is just about a dancer spy. Maybe it's a Twi'lek who dances and she spies in cantinas.
Ooh, this is Ula's story.
What I find interesting is some of these titles, they sound like things that could very much not be Jedi and Sith. It could not be Force users. That alone excites me to have
you don't like
a variety
the Jedi?
of stories. No, I just want a variety of stories.
No, I agree. Yes, the first, if I had I guess a tiny gripe about the first one, it was that they all did pick up the Jedi Sith theme.
Well, Julian Chung has trained in the visual department at Disney and worked as an animator on 2D films like The Rabbit's Cat, like The Rabbi's Cat.
The Rabbit's Cat. That's a little twist on Who Eats Who, I think.
Moon and the Academy Award nominated Ernest and Celestine. Continuing down the list, we have The Bandits of Golak.
Well, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
The Bandits of Golak.
From 88 Pictures in India. This is a small, virtually unknown studio whose only real credit you can find is that they've done work for Troll Hunters and Smallfoot. So I have no idea what to expect from the studio, just assuming that it's going to be CGI. Because those projects are both CGI. Next up, we have The Pit from Dart in Japan. They partnered with Lucasfilm out of California for this one. The interesting thing about Dart is they are the first African-American owned anime studio. So they have a different style than most anime, but it's cool because we don't really see a lot of black characters in anime.
Not generally, no. Usually anime characters all have that same kind of look. They don't even look Japanese to me, so...
Generally not. They're
just big-eyed and...
crazy hair colors.
Yeah,
it's very
It's
stylistic.
a fun style in itself, so...
But the two who worked on this, Leandre Thomas and Justin Ridge, between the two of them, Leandre has worked with Lucasfilm Studios on Light and Magic, The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Tales of the Jedi, and other projects.
I feel like this is cheating. They've done Star Wars before.
But this is the scary part. Justin Ridge was the executive producer of Star Wars Resistance.
Oh boy.
Though his credits also include Rebels, Storks, The Cleveland Show, The Clone Wars, and even Avatar: The Last Airbender.
All right. He made up for it.
Yeah, but if that was his past and his closest present is Resistance, it's a little nerve-wracking.
Maybe he was very loosely involved.
He was executive producer of Resistance.
Well,
it's not loose.
All right. Well, let's give him a second chance because he's got.
We'll go with our
Got some-
Rancor theme, and the pit is about the Rancor pit.
Ooh, I
It's a
like
day
that.
in the life of the Rancor Keeper.
It's gonna tie in with the dancer.
Moochie.
It's gonna tie in with the dancer. We're gonna have a whole.
It'd be awesome.
No, I could see the pit being the Sarlacc pit or the Rancor pit or any kind of pit
I mean,
or a
as
different
for
pit.
the animation studio, they did like some of the things they're known for. They did the Weeknd's music video Snow Child, and they've also worked on projects like Netflix's Castlevania.
Ooh,
Usually
there
they
you go.
do cleanup work. They don't.
They're-
I'm saying
they're
they like
cleaners.
they come back in and they'll redraw, adjust lines, adjust styles.
Well, someone needed to come in and clean up Resistance. Sorry, but no, that's interesting.
And the last one is Ayu's song from Triggerfish in South Africa. Now, there's two people working on this again, and one of them was really into songwriting and has worked on award-winning BBC films like Stickman, Revolting Rhymes, and Highway Rat, whereas the other, Daniel Clark, has worked on projects like Kumba, BBC's Stickman, and The Snail and the Whale. This studio is really varied as to the type of work that they do. They do a lot of stuff that's for younger viewers. They do CGI, but they also do 2D. So it's hard to tell what we're going to get out of them. But I'm going to assume it's going to involve music. One of them is a songwriter, and it is called Aus Song.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes, music.
A bold
good.
prediction.
They did finally tell us, too, as to why they chose to go with different countries other than just Japan this time around. There's an official quote. It says, "The reaction to the first volume of Star Wars Visions blew us away. We were delighted that this project inspired and resonated with so many people. We always saw Star Wars Visions as a framework for celebratory expression of the franchise from some of the best creators working today. Animation is a global renaissance, and we're constantly staggered by the amount of creativity pushing the medium forward. With Volume 1, the imaginative minds of Japan's anime industry were on full display. With Volume 2, we expanded our canvas to take audiences on a global tour of some of the most talented creators from around the world. We're so proud to be able to reveal the lineup of studios we've assembled. Every short is incredible, full of heart, scope, imagination, and the values that make stories distinctly Star Wars, all while opening up bold new ways of seeing what a Star Wars story can be. Exciting." I'm looking forward to it.
I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah, like
I
I
mean,
said, I love
doing
season
all
one.
this, research, finding all these art styles
on
and
the
what
research.
everything looks like really helps me get an idea of what is expected to come, rather than just hearing a name of a title.
Now
To
I
see some of their works, I think I'm super excited for this.
now I understand why this took you hours.
Well, at first I was disappointed that we're not getting any more anime, we're not getting continuation. Now
Yeah.
after doing some research for everybody and seeing the works these other studios have done, I'm excited again.
Yeah, it was a slight bit disappointed not to like maybe pick up on the Ninth Jedi or something like that, which is I don't think that's off the table from
I don't
we've heard
either.
little tidbits and rumors that they're kind of still talking and stuff. So could still happen, but no, it's cool to do this again with bringing in new studios across the world this time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm excited for it. And now it's your turn to tell us how excited you are for it. Look at that little segue right there. So take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of any and all of today's little news about Star Wars Visions. How excited are you for Season 2? And let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.